Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Kum kadak ka Jingkynmaw ka Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav hapo ka Ministry of Culture Jong ka Sarkar India ka Tynrai jong ka Longrynïeng ni The Roots of Identity kum ka Jingkynmaw Burom ki Riewkhraw ki Bamjuyo ya ka Jingithuh ni ka Jingero na ka benta ki kam bat ki Jingle babha bakila le ki badei ki nong yale jong ka Jilla ka Shillong Law College ha ka Jingithuh lang ka Positive Energy Art Foundation kila panong ya ka National Seminar bat ka National Art Workshop kabala sedang nado kasitarik hado kalay tarik ubnay nailur arajar arpuar kabala long house susutham auditorium haba ay jingkren hakatigas ngiu Commissioner and Secretary Arts and Culture ka Sarkar Jilla uba Frederick Roy Kharkongor ulaong baka phang ka Tynrai jong ka Longrynïeng kabakren sa phang ka jinglong Tynrai jong ka jat ka dei ka aka badan kam amtang hangki hinyo kusan snem henray hagi snem baro ki bansawan namar ngidon kam mankin ma komno kani ka jinglat luit kalawan ula ay ka jingkhuble ya ka Sarkar India badia ka Ministry of Culture kabalakan ma Burom ya ki Riewkhraw kibakan top yu tirot sings iem ukyang nong ba baru patugan sangma kibade kinong yalam jong ki Riewlum kibalayale persya e ki phareng tangdo khnam badurenti
Honor who's come all the way from Delhi, Mr. Deepak Asyani, the director of the Amrit Mahotsav program from the Ministry of Culture, the GB members of the Shillong Law College, all very distinguished people and leading citizens of the state, the members who have come from the Northeastern Hill University, the faculty of the Law College, the students, and most importantly, the two organizing partners, the Shillong Law College, the principal, and the Positive Art Energy, Mr. Prakash. I wish to congratulate you for this very wonderful and very vibrant program that you are organizing for the next 3 days in memory of the unsung heroes of our state. We all know that this is the 75th year of India's independence, the Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav. And it has been celebrated in a very befitting manner in the past few months. Just a few weeks ago, we had the Har Ghar Tiranga program, which was launched here itself, and in our state, it was participated, very enthusiastically. Almost 7 lakh plus flags were, unfurled all across the state, and we had very vibrant participation from the NGOs. I was just glancing through the program that you have, and it is very encouraging to see that it's a mix of both culture as well as, ideation. You have a lot of very interesting topics, right from culture to the role of various traditional institutions. Your very theme, Tynrai jong Longrynïeng, which talks about the roots of identity, I think is something which is very relevant, not only for 75 years, but for all time to come. Because we need to remember how this freedom was brought about. We all know about the story and about the valiant exploits of the leaders, of the national movement. But I would like to appreciate the Government of India and the Ministry of Culture for putting a spotlight on the unsung heroes, on the leaders such as Tirot Singh and Kyang Nongba and Patogan Sangma, who in a sense are the precursors to the Indian national movement. They led and they were leaders of the tribal resistance movement. Tirot Singh, as you know, waged a 4-year-old battle against the forces of British colonialism from 1829 onwards until he was captured, or some people say surrendered, before the forces of the British Raj in 1833. He of course breathed his last in Dhaka on the 17th of July. But it's not a small feat to fight against the major colonial powers with just bows and arrows, but through his guerrilla warfare, he was able to keep the British at bay. In fact, just a few months ago, I had the opportunity to visit the caves, which are known as the Kremtirot, which are in Longrynïeng, from where he waged these guerrilla warfare, and the place where he, Khasis have a tradition of having monoliths, of erecting stones, and the place which was used as his temporary sort of seating place, that is still there. So if the visitors from Delhi, if they have the chance, please do take them. I would urge Mr. Prakash and the principal, please do take them to the caves of Tirot Singh, and they will get a different perspective of how that battle was waged, many years ago. I mean, more than 2 centuries ago. And you also have the his Judgment Street, the Mau Bishar, as they say, that is still there. In fact, in the month of June, I was called to the Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy. I was nominated by the Ministry of Culture, and the Secretary Culture, Sri Govind Mohanji, had in fact highlighted about these caves in that meeting which we had in Mussoorie. Jingkynmaw, of course, I think all of us here know about the valiant exploits of Jingkynmaw, but for friends who have come from outside, apart from waging a very valiant battle against the forces of British colonialism, the very prophetic words that he used when he was hung on the gallows in Juai, which was the capital of Jingithuh in those days and still is now. He said when he was about to be hung on the gallows that if my face turns towards the east, then we will be free in another 100 years. But if my face turns to the west, of course, then we'll be enslaved. And true enough, in 100 years, we attain freedom. Patokan Sangma, of course, represents the valiant braveheart from the Garo Hills, who fought against the forces of colonialism, fought against the British, and and that in fact spurred many other young resistance leaders to fight against the forces of colonialism. I will talk about other unsung heroes as well, but then before I do that, I would like to share with you that from the Ministry of External Affairs, together with the Department of Art and Culture, Government of India, they have agreed to give us a space in Dhaka at the Indian Cultural Center for setting up the kind of a Tirot Singh memorial. And we already have commissioned well-known artists and sculptors to create artifacts and also to do the kind of portrait. So we are already in talks with Indian High Commission, and hopefully by the month of November we will be leading a delegation to Dhaka. In fact, just yesterday I got a call from the Indian High Commission that they have already identified a space, and they're just waiting for the new ambassador to join. And hopefully by the month of December, this will be the first time that one of our freedom fighters will have a memorial, outside the borders of our country. And Tirot Singh, as you know, breathed his last in Dhaka as a state prisoner in 1835. So this will be a very significant sort of milestone that there will be a Tirot Singh memorial in Dhaka. Of course, it will be a nascent memorial. I mean, it'll just be starting, but we hope to build upon it. And since Mr. Deepak Esani is here, maybe we will write to you for support to make this memorial much bigger and much more significant. Because we have memorials of the father of the nation at St. Peter, Maritzburg in South Africa. We have other significant memorials of our national leaders elsewhere. But for our tribal resistance leader, this will be the very first time. And we look forward to your generous support once we make the initial step. Ministry of External Affairs has pitched in with a small support, but of course this is just the initial part. We hope that this will lead to much bigger and much more visible, tangible memorials also in the future. I would like to dwell on, of course, these three are the well-known leaders. We all know their faces are on the stamps of the Bangladesh Liberation War with the assistance of India. They had come here to Shillong, and this visit was facilitated by the Indian High Commission. We hosted them here. Amongst that delegation were some very leading journalists of Bangladesh, and they were very intrigued by the story of Tynrai and his association with Dhaka. And because of that association, they have published a series of articles in the leading Bangladesh papers about Tynrai, which I shall share with you also. So, in a sense, this effort has also crossed borders. This effort to try to unearth the stories of the unsung heroes. So I will be happy to share with Mr. Ehsani all these write-ups that have come up in Dhaka as well on the life of Tynrai. And we as a state, we will continue to celebrate, we will continue to salute the efforts of our brave hearts. We have a very good docudrama called Celebrating the Brave Hearts, which we had launched during the curtain raiser of the Azadi Ki Mahotsav, which was showcased before the governor and the chief minister. And likely, Honorable President is likely to come to Shillong sometime in the second week of September. And this docudrama will also be showcased. Our chief minister is very keen that this docudrama should be showcased before the Honorable President as well. In fact, I don't know whether it's still possible. Mr. Prakash, if you could tie up with the Department of Art and Culture and Mr. Munish Singh and arrange a showcase of the docudrama while this program is still on, it'll be interesting for Mr. Ehsani to also witness that docudrama, because it's done in a very creative way and brings a lot of nuances about the freedom struggle, and it also incorporates and weaves the Indian, the rich culture of our state as well. So these
years of independence under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This Mahotsav started on 12th March 2021 and it will continue up to 15th August 2023. And under this Mahotsav, one of the main aim has been to recognize the unsung heroes of the country. In this process, Shillong Law College, along with Positive Energy Art Foundation, is celebrating the event with the theme of Kai Tynrai Jang Ke Longrynïeng, which means the root of identity, and to honor the three unsung heroes of Meghalaya, Tynrai of Khasi tribe, Kyan Nongba of Jaintia, and Patugan Sangma of Garo tribe. We all must appreciate the great effort put by the students of this college to make this event a great success. I wish everybody who is associated in holding this event, a 3-day event, including Shillong Law College and Positive Energy Art Foundation, a great success. I also thank Dr. Prakash and Dr. Umeshwari for inviting me for this event and extending the hospitality. I would request Secretary Culture to send me the proposal, and I assure you that the ministry will try its level best to extend the maximum support for the said cause.